What's going on, everybody? We're back again with another video. Shout out to my guy right here. He got a promotion. He got a new car. This is what I'm talking about right here. You know, flourishing. I want all my clients to flourish. I want to keep flourishing as I'm going through it. And I tried to record as much as I can recently, just showing different haircuts, trying to keep it fresh and new. You know, I understand the steps are going to get boring, but the conversations aren't, bro. I'm going to be here and I'm going to be giving energy. This is what I do. So, like I was saying, very proud of this guy, proud of all my clients. Anyone that keeps progressing forward and just stops complaining about it and makes something happen, I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm rooting for you because there's a lot of people who just don't want to make things happen. They just want to complain. This is not one of those guys. He made it happen. He was going for a promotion. He got it. Shout out to my guy, Maccasso. And yeah, this is what we do. I usually give him a haircut with beard. I believe his little man's is going to get a cut soon. I'll see if we can record that depending on like how his kid behaves. He already told me he moves around a lot. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to make it work. But what do you guys feel about this hairstyle? He's going for like a mini fro. Honestly, it works for a lot of people, especially if you're sponging the top. You put some mousse in there and it creates a nice little like curly top. I think it's a nice transition. I think it does what it needs to do. I always tell people just to separate the hairline slightly. You don't need to knock it down to where it's like super light, but you can knock it down to where it's dark and you could maneuver it. Then definitely go get that curly top, bro. Because if you switch it out and you're growing it out and you're getting braids, you don't want them pulling on the hairline area. So that's my advice to all the people that come get a haircut from me and they're thinking about growing their hair out. I try to just let them know you want to keep your hairline intact as much as possible, and braids cause that friction to bring it back. It does also promote hair growth, so it's different for everybody, you know? You're not going to know until you get them. But back into the cut, following the same steps, we're doing a haircut and a beard, and you know I include the hot towel in this. I've been recently using like peppermint around that nose area. I think it's soothing. You know, the hot towel is already relaxing, and the peppermint just opens up your pores. Not opens up your pores. It opens up your nose. So when you're breathing, you're like, oh, wow, that's strong. It's therapy grade, so it's concentrated, but it's very good. And then, I try to make my clients as comfortable as possible. Usually around that mustache area, I'll debulk with a 2 if they still want to keep it dark. And then 1.5 if we need to. Right here, you see the Babyliss trimmers, but I got the cocoa blade on these, and they hit sharp. It just depends sometimes on the hair texture, but usually on curly hair, these will hit very nice. I'm excited to get the M1 blades from Andis. I do have the skeletons, so the GTX. I'm excited to see how those work because apparently those are going to be hitting too. I use the skeletons right now on myself. I have pretty coarse hair around my beard, and that's usually how I line that up. Right here, we're taking that line in just slightly. And let me know if you guys like that blend. I like how it came out. Sometimes it looks different in camera angles, but I just got to pay attention to all camera angles now because I want to make sure this is as clean as possible. You know, these guys, they work hard for their money. They're trying to make sure everything is super relaxing. My clients enjoy it. They come back. This man's been back to me like 3 or 4 times already. Right here, we're going with that top line, boxing out the bottom chin area, keeping the beard as sharp as possible, going with the boxes, making them nice and sharp too. Like I said, I switch trimmers, I switch clippers. I like to just switch it around from time to time. We were talking about him streaming. So recently he's been into Twitch. I think that's really cool. If I had time, I would play as well. I like to play 2K. I like to play NHL. I like to play Call of Duty. I haven't been able to play recently. It's been very busy with barbering. I have been into book reading. That's pretty much been my life right now. Reading and trying to get ahead. I'm trying to be a millionaire by 30, bro. And I think damn sure I'm going to make it happen one way or another. I know I'm going to be a 7-figure business owner. I think lever play is going to do it. I think it's going to make the biggest transition into the barbering industry. It's going to be what people need. You know, it's been a while since people have been around like a good brand. And this brand is going to represent barbers all over the world. I think that's going to make a difference because we don't have a clothing brand that isn't like super corny. I won't lie. Besides like Faded Culture, like I said before, the rest of them are like support your local barber or like stuff like that. Like, bro, come on. We're definitely for the community, but you could support the community by going out and doing, free cuts or helping out youth centers or whatever the case. I've done like 2 of those already. So keep it natural like that. I like how this Jeff Hardy shirt is looking too. This is like one of those like old 2000s. You see me with that peppermint oil right down the nose. Back to the Jeff Hardy shirt. Let me know what you guys think about that splash. I might might incorporate something, do the Virgil and do that 3% change, incorporate something into lever play, see what I could do for that. Right here, we're doing that razor work. I got that weighted razor, and then we're using the Dorcos. It's definitely made a difference in my lineups, in my beard lines, everything. Even on myself, I usually test the new razor blades on myself just to see if they pull. My skin's pretty sensitive, but sometimes I'll do a dry shave on myself just to see how it is. I never dry shave anyone. Usually we have so much essential oils packed inside these towels, and then people's oil from their natural skin that the blade glides. It glides. So you don't need to do much. You don't need to do this like extra the shave gel or anything. Your natural oil is going to do just as good. So that's pretty much that. I even hit the eyebrows for the guy. I recommend everyone get their eyebrows every time. I don't know why the West Coast guys don't really like it. It's an East Coast thing. This is what we do. We like to look as presentable as possible. So if you got the razor, bro, do what you need to do. Just do it. I ask, but honestly, most times it should just be included, because like a lot of people are not going to ask. They're very standoffish about that. And I tell them like, hey, like, don't worry about it. I got you. From there, yeah, we see I'm just moving that comb around, brushing the hair in place, trying to knock it out. It's creating that nice little transition effect. He still has some regrowth. So right there, I'm telling him to put his head down so we can line up these boxes, make them nice and sharp. He has a round head, so sometimes his hairline's a little difficult, but we figured it out. Taper in the back. He likes it. Beard's nice and sharp. See it. Got me right as always. That's what he just said. Right here, we're putting on some mousse. I'm using that Bronner Brothers, and then I'm going for big curls right now. So that's just what we doing right now. Don't be afraid to get up in there. Use that elbow grease, bro, because they're going to be doing that anyway. So you want to make sure they leaving as on point as possible. So that's what I recommend to you guys. Besides that, right here, hitting them with the alcohol. You see the alcohol changes every now and then. I mix up my concoctions between different aftershaves. Let me know what you guys think of the cut. If you could like, you could share, you can comment. I appreciate that. Like I said, Lever Play is going to be the #1 barber brand in the world. Everywhere it's going to be rocking with it. Shout out to my clients for constantly coming back. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Later, bro.